Michigan Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Each and every season, this is one of my favorite games because these are the blue bloods of college football. Two of the winningest programs in the history of the sport. Oklahoma got the win last year against Michigan, and now with Kyle Whittingham under the helm, let's see how Oklahoma at Michigan kicks off here today in the Big House. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Sooners ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wolverines' offense will be first on the attack. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. He's coming off a game in which he had 3 catches. 2 of them wound up in the end zone in their victory. Underwood. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still,
maybe some room here.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Wolverines will punt this one away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. So Oklahoma's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes the sophomore running back. He sliced through defenders last time out, more than 200 yards, and scored 3 times in their victory. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The run inside. It's Walker. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Running inside, it's Walker. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. He's going to run it. Oh, he's got some space. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding third down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space.
Makes the grab and room to run. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The Sooners with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback will keep it. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Flips it out to the back. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. Now second and goal and right in the teeth of this noise. A run for the quarterback. And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Pulls it in. It's Marshall. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
It'll be third and short from their own 33. Got him downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. At the end of the period, Oklahoma Oklahoma has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Fires left. Complete downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Buchanan. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the football. We're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It's complete, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. The extra point here would tie the game.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point is good. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense.
Turning it on! He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. The run inside. It's Walker. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Mateer. Makes the grab. Still running at the 40. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. And the Sooners with the 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Hansen. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Fires to the big fella. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
From the red zone, it's Walker. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and I think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
You know, as a quarterback, when you make good decisions like that, your coordinator and play caller are going to keep dialing up these RPO-type plays, right? Nobody open. You're not forcing the football into traffic. You're not freaking out and throwing it away or running out of bounds. Just go get what you can get. It's a positive play for the offense.
They'll try it again from the one on 2nd and goal. On the move. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Michigan offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Underwood on the play action. A strike downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Durbin or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Greasy, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
Right back to it. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Makes the grab on the left. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The toss to the right. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the 2nd and short. And those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it. But they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a 3rd down.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. Might be changing the route. An explosive run, and he gets it all the way up to the 50-yard line before going out of bounds.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
And that one's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Mateer. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Sooners send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Marsh. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running inside. It's Marshall. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Underwood fires to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. And the Wolverines go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. There's the pressure. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've
got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
And he puts through the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. We'll see how aggressive they are trying to put up points before the break. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Catch in the middle. It's Thomas. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man in the middle. Just enough time to get off one more snap. To the air on first down. Right down the middle. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of
There's a crease. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Sooners just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
They'll run it from the gun. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. He's got him. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Back to pass, it's Mateer. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Just drives it between the uprights. And they go back on top.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. And after that last field goal, they start this 3rd quarter, finding themselves playing from behind. Surge to head for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Play action with Underwood. He'll pull it down and run. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up 1 on the play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
He's got an open man. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Wolverines will hustle to the line.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Here's Underwood to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
It's not the end of the world. Bear with me. There is nothing worse than watching wide receivers run those little under routes, and I throw the football, and I'm 10 yards short. You got to push the ball down the field if you're going to get the first down. And guess what? You threw an interception, so be it. You made the tackle. No big deal. It's kind of like a punt.
Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. Third down coming, but we'll have to wait just a second. Offense wants to think things over. They call a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, just what the defensive doctor ordered. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. Throwing, Underwood. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And that inside linebacker showing you the speed and the recognition. He saw a gap and saw a crease and a free path to the quarterback, and woo, he took it.
Motion from the back. Back to pass on 2nd down. The screen, he can go. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
They'll move the tight end. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's caught. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Going to the run, it's Marshall. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker has really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. A designed run for the quarterback. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Gets the back moving. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Floats it out in space. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! Tie ball game here in the 4th.
I am not always the most positive guy towards kickers. We all know that. But how about that, man? First opportunity in the game, in the 4th quarter, when your team needed it, the game now tied because of his foot.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Well, the turnover squandered an opportunity to put this game away a moment ago. Now they'll have to pull it out of the fire in a tie ball game. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Takes the easy throw in the flat. At the 35, he's loose. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
To the air on second down. Got a man. It's Thomas. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
But when you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him think I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page. First down.
They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
They'll run out of the gun here with Robinson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their...
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Wide open downfield. There he goes. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Snagged in the middle. It's Hansen. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Walker. Touchdown Sooners! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. From the gun, the ground game. Plows through the defense. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Zings it complete to the right. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there. That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Got it behind the line. It's Buchanan. Great reaction by this defense. Immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The run inside. It's Marshall. Got enough for the first. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Fights off a defender. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
The defense coming out to protect the lead, but this offense still has plenty of time. Likely their final drive. Running inside. It's Buchanan. Knocked down immediately. They tried to surprise him on third and long with the run, and nothing doing.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. He wants a big play here late. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Might have a chance. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Tight end now in motion. Obviously didn't like what he saw on 1st down, and they use a timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the 1st down. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? 2nd and long here, but objective number 1, keep that clock moving. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Breaks into the open. Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was 2nd and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense. Robinson again. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to put a bow on this one.
This is a pretty easy situation for the offense right here, guys. We need one play. We need one run up front. O-line, we need you to come through for us and ice this scam. They do a great job allowing that back to pick up the first.
And it's just physicality up front. The big boys creating some space because the defense knew what was going on. They have